In today's interconnected world, we are constantly exposed to the opinions and judgments of others. We are also tempted to share every aspect of our lives on social media, seeking validation and approval from others. But is this really beneficial for us? Does this really make us happy? Buddhism teaches us that there is a delicate balance between vulnerability and discretion. While being vulnerable can help us connect with others and express ourselves authentically, being too open can also expose us to unnecessary risks and challenges. Similarly, while being discreet can help us protect ourselves and cultivate inner tranquility, being too secretive can also isolate us and limit our potential. So, how do we find the right balance? How do we decide what to share and what to keep to ourselves? Buddhism offers us timeless wisdom on this matter, based on the teachings of the Buddha, who was a master of compassion and wisdom. He taught us how to live in harmony with ourselves and others, and how to overcome suffering and attain happiness. Among his many teachings, there are 7 aspects that he advised us not to expose to others, unless we have a good reason to do so. These aspects are not meant to be hidden out of fear or shame, but rather out of respect and prudence. They are meant to help us preserve our dignity, our integrity, and our happiness. So, what are these 7 aspects? Let's find out. Your past struggles and battles. We all have our own stories of overcoming difficulties and challenges in our lives. These stories are part of who we are, and they shape our character and personality. They also teach us valuable lessons and make us stronger and wiser. But these stories are not meant to be shared with everyone. They are meant to be shared with those who can appreciate them, understand them, and learn from them. They are meant to be shared with those who can support us, inspire us, and celebrate with us. Sharing our past struggles and battles with the wrong people can have negative consequences. It can expose us to criticism, ridicule, or envy. It can also diminish the value and significance of our achievements. It can also make us feel stuck in the past, instead of focusing on the present and the future. So, be selective about who you share your past struggles and battles with. Choose those who can respect your journey and honor your growth. Choose those who can empathize with your pain and rejoice in your success. Choose those who can help you heal and move forward. Your detailed goals and aspirations. We all have our own dreams and ambitions for our lives. These dreams and ambitions are what motivate us, challenge us, and guide us. They are what make us unique and special. They are what make us alive. But these dreams and ambitions are not meant to be shared with everyone. They are meant to be shared with those who can encourage us, advise us, and collaborate with us. They are meant to be shared with those who can support our vision and contribute to our mission. Sharing our detailed goals and aspirations with the wrong people can have negative consequences. It can expose us to doubt, discouragement, or sabotage. It can also invite unnecessary scrutiny or potential betrayal. It can also make us lose control over our own journey, instead of following our own path. So, be careful about who you share your detailed goals and aspirations with. Choose those who can trust your intuition and respect your decisions. Choose those who can offer constructive feedback and helpful suggestions. Choose those who can help you achieve and excel. Your inner happiness. We all have our own sources of happiness and joy in our lives. These sources of happiness and joy are what nourish us, energize us, and delight us. They are what make us grateful and content. They are what make us happy. But these sources of happiness and joy are not meant to be shared with everyone. They are meant to be shared with those who can appreciate them, enjoy them, and share them. They are meant to be shared with those who can enhance our happiness and multiply our joy. Sharing our sources of happiness and joy with the wrong people can have negative consequences. It can expose us to skepticism, resentment, or hostility. It can also invite unnecessary comparison or competition. It can also make us lose our inner peace, instead of maintaining our inner balance. So, be mindful about who you share your sources of happiness and joy with. Choose those who can celebrate your happiness and join your joy. Choose those who can add value and meaning to your happiness and joy. Choose those who can help you grow and flourish. Your privacy in romantic relationships. We all have our own preferences and expectations in romantic relationships. These preferences and expectations are what attract us, connect us, and bond us. They are what make us compatible and committed. They are what make us love and be loved. But these preferences and expectations are not meant to be shared with everyone. They are meant to be shared with those who can respect them, fulfill them, and honor them. They are meant to be shared with those who can protect our privacy and preserve our intimacy. Sharing our preferences and expectations in romantic relationships with the wrong people can have negative consequences. It can expose us to gossip, judgment, or interference. It can also invite unnecessary conflict or confusion. It can also make us lose our trust and loyalty, instead of strengthening our relationship. So, be discreet about who you share your preferences and expectations in romantic relationships with. Choose those who can understand your needs and desires. Choose those who can meet your standards and values. Choose those who can help you build and sustain a healthy and happy relationship. Your financial situation. We all have our own financial situation and goals in our lives. These financial situation and goals are what enable us, empower us, and secure us. They are what make us independent and responsible. They are what make us wealthy and prosperous. But these financial situation and goals are not meant to be shared with everyone. They are meant to be shared with those who can respect them, support them, and benefit from them. They are meant to be shared with those who can protect our interests and promote our welfare. Sharing our financial situation and goals with the wrong people can have negative consequences. It can expose us to exploitation, manipulation, or fraud. It can also invite unnecessary envy or greed. It can also make us lose our dignity and integrity, instead of enhancing our reputation and influence. So, be cautious about who you share your financial situation and goals with. Choose those who can appreciate your efforts and achievements. Choose those who can offer valuable advice and assistance. Choose those who can help you manage and grow your wealth and prosperity. Your trust and loyalty. We all have our own circle of friends and family in our lives. These friends and family are what support us, comfort us, and inspire us. They are what make us feel loved and valued. They are what make us loyal and trustworthy. But these friends and family are not meant to be shared with everyone. They are meant to be shared with those who can reciprocate them, cherish them, and protect them. They are meant to be shared with those who can respect our trust and loyalty and offer their own. Sharing our friends and family with the wrong people can have negative consequences. It can expose us to betrayal, deception, or harm. It can also invite unnecessary drama or trouble. It can also make us lose our friends and family, instead of keeping them close and dear. So, be selective about who you share your friends and family with. Choose those who can value your relationships and nurture them. Choose those who can honor your confidences and secrets. Choose those who can help you maintain and strengthen your trust and loyalty. Your personal ethics and values. We all have our own personal ethics and values in our lives. These personal ethics and values are what guide us, motivate us, and define us. They are what make us ethical and moral. They are what make us honorable and respectable. But these personal ethics and values are not meant to be shared with everyone. They are meant to be shared with those who can appreciate them, follow them, and uphold them. They are meant to be shared with those who can respect our integrity and dignity and offer their own. Sharing our personal ethics and values with the wrong people can have negative consequences. It can expose us to criticism, ridicule, or persecution. It can also invite unnecessary pressure or temptation. It can also make us lose our personal ethics and values, instead of living by them. So, be careful about who you share your personal ethics and values with. Choose those who can admire your principles and virtues. Choose those who can support your causes and missions. Choose those who can help you live and act in accordance with your personal ethics and values. So, These are the 7 aspects that Buddhism advises us not to expose to others, unless we have a good reason to.